Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Coach Venables told me before the game, this is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the...
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
Here we go. Spade on.
Looking for room. It's Lacey. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Black 14. Black 14.
This time he wants to throw. Got a man. It's Lacey. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. Wink, wink, they really don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
Ready? Blue 85! Blue 85!
Running inside. It's Lacey. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And it pays off, the sack at the 20.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels as their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll go right back to it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
As a defensive coordinator, you always want your guys to be physical and set the tone. How about this for this offense? They run the ball 3 straight times and no 1st down. This defense does a great job being very disciplined up front, being very physical, and now getting 3 stops in a row and forcing a 4th down.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Ready. Red. Hey, kill it. 8-14 choice.
The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Gill. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
He's going to let it go. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Here we go. Ready. Wide. Put up.
Looking for room. It's Lacey. Finding some room. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
The Rebels come to the line needing just inches for the first down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Brought down at the 46-yard line, and that's enough for the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
Leaves it with the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give to Frazier. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Kill. 139 outside. 130. Ready.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Rebels will go for it on 4th down. They'll run play action. Looking for an open area to his left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
direct snap. It's Lindsey. Got a little grass. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you can tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
Here we go.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
White, 29. Spade Lily. Spade Lily.
They'll run it on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They've converted on fourth down once, but here's the big one. Fourth and goal. Powers forward. And he's in. Touchdown Rebels.
Yeah, and it's fourth and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on fourth and goal and gets the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Powers through the defender. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. He just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Circling, crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Slips through the line, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Rebels offense is back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Breaks into the open. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Ocho from the wideout. They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it way down the field.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, it's Robinson. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Trying to have success on 3rd down.
And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. He wants it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll do it himself. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Blue 85.
They'll run it on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Handoff for Frazier. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Unloads to the right. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Mateer. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing on the buckets.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They try to pop a run on the draw. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not only did he nail it, the direction is perfect as it heads to the sideline. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's up to 25. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. What a grab with one hand. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooners. They take the lead with the 6. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Motion from the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get them out to the perimeter.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's a great start to this second half. That's what you talked about in the locker room at halftime. Don't let them create momentum. Don't let them start to create a comeback. Come back on this first drive, set the tone. The defense doing that right off the bat.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. On the draw, it's Lacey. They stop him short and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They stop him immediately, flying. Field and get to him before he can even get started. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this.
Makes the grab and room to run. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Might have a chance. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll give it to Robinson. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. The give on the option. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Just drives it between the uprights. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive... Turning it on! What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And those plays are so deflating for defenses. Up front, defensive lines, you really got to control gaps. You got to stay where you're supposed to be and make sure running backs and ball carriers can't break out, can't use their speed, kind of keep them in a cage. They don't do a good job up front. Big run later. Now the defensive coordinator's yelling, screaming, and not nice things either.
Frazier again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. The run inside. It's Lindsey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's complete to the left, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Rebels will try to move the sticks on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Frazier. Stuffed, stopped, no chance. This defensive line won the battle, and they got the football back with a fourth down stop.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going with the counter play here. Could be an alley. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And when you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Makes the grab. It's Harris. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Might be changing the route. Xavier again. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They believe they can run right here. Bounced off his feet.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a 3rd down. One more big stop now. I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He's open on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Eighth play of the drive coming up. Handoff to Xavier. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. The sure hands, it's Cook. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 30. Leaves it with the back. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum, and keeping this drive alive.
The Rebels look to keep this drive humming.
Kill. 390, Twilight. 390, Twilight.
Here's a give to Frazier. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Defense in press coverage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Frazier again. Here's a little room there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
674, take off. 674, take off. Ready,
Run in the red zone, it's Frazier. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This is an area of the field now you just cannot afford negative plays. Whether you're going to throw it or you're going to run it, you're in position right now to score points and win this game. You've got one timeout in your back pocket still. No matter what, you cannot go backwards.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up 4th down, do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's caught in the end zone, and we're all tied up. They're an extra point away from winning it.
Man, how about the execution by this offense? Taking almost all of the clock, tying this football game, and now get that kicker loose. No pressure at all. Go kick that thing through the uprights, and you get the big W.
Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. And he knocks through the pressure-filled extra point, and now see if they can hang on. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But golly, With the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Under fire. He'll pull it down. And that is how we will wrap this one up. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.